Right now, new information into what sparked last summer's explosion in Sun Prairie as we hear from the company that severed the gas line.
And new police body cam video shows the lead up and the moment a deadly shooting took place in downtown Appleton.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Eric Franke has the night off. We are learning more about the events that led up to the natural gas explosion in Sun Prairie nearly a year ago.
The big question tonight, did subcontractor VC Tech violate state law that day? Rose Schmidt explains how the state is investigating.
I start pulling back, and after 40 feet, the workers, they start smelling gas.
For the first time, we're hearing from Valentin Kosuba, the owner of drilling company VC Tech. Kosuba was hired by Bear Communications to install a fiber optics line for Verizon Wireless in downtown Sun Prairie. But his workers struck an underground gas line on July 10th, leading to a deadly explosion.
I received a phone call the evening of advising that there had been an incident that occurred.
That's Brian Dreesen from USIC Locating Service, the company contracted to mark the job site in Sun Prairie. USIC filed a complaint with the state's Public Service Commission against VC Tech.
The next day when we were doing the ticket search over a couple-day period, we had learned that VC Tech did not have a ticket in the area.
The complaint alleges that VC Tech should have called Digger's Hotline before beginning work in Sun Prairie.
The laws in Wisconsin, you call them 3 days prior to excavation start. And as long as excavation starts within 10 business days of the due date of your ticket is valid.
Documents show VC Tech was finishing up work on a project started by a different subcontractor. The project ticket was filed on June 7th, more than 10 business days before VC Tech started digging. But Kosuba argues that the company who hired him to do the work, Bear Communications, told him it was okay to dig.
I asked Andrew to ask him if everything is properly marked, and he said yes.
If the state does find wrongdoing on VC Tech's part, the company could face up to $500,000 in fines. But Kosuba's lawyer argues that the claims against him are false.
Was it your understanding that you were working on a project ticket?
Yes.
And that was Rose Schmidt reporting. In January, OSHA issued VC Tech and Bear Communications a serious safety violation and fined nearly $13,000, the maximum fine allowed. A decision is expected from the Public Service by the end of the summer.
There is more information tonight coming out on the Sun Prairie explosion, specifically what may have caused that explosion and the subsequent fire. Keely Arthur continues our team coverage with those details. Keely?
Well, in this 90-page document, investigators from the Department of Justice tried to figure out what caused that deadly explosion and devastating fire in Sun Prairie nearly a year ago. The explosion which killed Fire Captain Corey Barr. Investigators are still trying to piece this together. We know that the gas leak was caused by drilling in the wrong spot, but what about the explosion and fire? In a separate investigation, the Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigations looked into what caused the explosion and fire. According to documents, due to the large amount of potential ignition sources present in the area of the explosion, a specific ignition source could not be identified. And important to note that none of the parties involved in the explosion were ever found criminally responsible. An investigation last year cleared them of that.
All right, Keely Arthur reporting tonight. Thank you so much, Keely.
A traffic note for this weekend. The eastbound lanes of the Beltline will be down to 2 lanes between Seminole Highway and Fish Hatchery Road this weekend. Crews are continuing to repair the bridge over Todd Drive. The State Department of Transportation says to expect delays. The westbound traffic will not be impacted.
Turning to weather now, it has been a sunny but windy afternoon so far. You're looking live right now above Madison's west side at our News 3 Now studios. A little cloudy moving in there. Meteorologist Chris Reese has our first alert forecast for us. Hi, Chris.
Hello, guys. We watched the clouds across northern Wisconsin today. They kept the temperatures a little cooler. As for us, we had that strong south wind that really allowed those temperatures to warm up. In fact, we made it to 77 degrees here in Madison, Janesville to 81. We're at 75 now. We still have those winds coming out of the southwest at 15 miles per hour, keeping things mild. And here's another look at those temperatures. 69 in Platteville right now. Janesville still at 77. As we go through the rest of the evening and into the overnight hours, the cloud cover will continue to increase, folks, and then eventually we're going to see those chances for showers and thunderstorms popping up throughout the day on Saturday as well. Will that move out in time for Father's Day? Dave Caulfield will have the answer in Maine weather coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Chris. We are seeing new body camera video today of the shooting in Appleton that claimed the life of a firefighter.
A warning, this video may be disturbing to some viewers. The Outagamie District Attorney confirmed that when first responders arrived on the scene, the suspect, Reuben Houston, was displaying symptoms of an overdose on the bus. Firefighters had to give him 2 doses of Narcan to revive him. The shooting happened moments after he exited the bus, and first responders wanted to transport him to the hospital. Appleton firefighter Mitch Lundgaard died in the shooting. An officer and bystander were also shot. The suspect was shot and killed. All officers involved have been cleared of any wrongdoing.
Appleton firefighters are among those helping the Madison department this weekend while they attend a memorial service for one of their colleagues. 38-year-old Todd Mahoney, who you just saw there, died following the swim portion of last week's Ironman triathlon. 19 departments from across the state will help cover shifts during memorial events on Sunday. Appleton's team will man Fire Station 1 downtown, where Mahoney most recently served. The official cause of death is still under investigation.
A wanted Wisconsin fugitive who was arrested in Europe last year is back in Madison now, making his first federal court appearance since being extradited to the United States. 51-year-old William Guy was first charged in 2010. After posting bail, he went off the radar in 2011 and disappeared. Police arrested him last year in Austria. He is once again facing upwards of 75 charges, including stalking, false imprisonment, sexual assault, and 53 counts of child pornography. Today, a judge denied him bail, calling him a flight risk, and set his federal trial date for October. Seconds and minutes make all the difference when it comes to giving someone having a heart attack a fighting chance.
An uncommon situation in DeForest has emergency responders urging everyone to learn the steps they can take to help. Madeline O'Neill has that story for us.
Well, 911 dispatchers are used to doing all they can to help victims remotely. Yesterday, the medical emergency came right to their doorstep. This is the dispatch center at the State Patrol's Southwest Region DeForest post. They got a call yesterday from a woman driving on the interstate near that post. Her husband was having a heart attack and she knew he needed an AED. The dispatcher directed them to the State Patrol post, where a team including fellow dispatcher and EMT Brian Payne were able to bring the man's pulse back with the AED they keep there.
It feels good that you've been able to give them that chance, but you're also feeling good that you've given the family some hope as well. And that's what's big for us.
In this case, the man was taken to the hospital, but according to the State Patrol, didn't make it. But Payne, who says with some teamwork, they were able to give him every fighting chance that was possible. And he wants everyone to have those skills as well. State troopers, inspectors, and dispatchers are trained in CPR, something Payne urges everyone to be. You can find a class on the American Heart Association's website. We'll have that link on our website too, or you can even give your local department a call.
That is, it's just a valiant effort and certainly a lesson learned for all of us. Thank you, Maddie.
You're welcome.
Still ahead tonight, police search for 2 suspects caught on surveillance stealing a kitten from a Madison pet store.
Plus, a dog found abandoned and beaten is now being nursed back to health. How you can help in the recovery efforts next on News 3 Now at 6. Welcome back. Madison police are asking for the public's help identifying 2 people suspected of stealing a kitten from a Northside pet store. That picture there is a surveillance photo from Noah's Ark Pet Center in the Northgate Shopping Center. Police say the theft happened right around 8:30 Wednesday night. You can please give Crime Stoppers a call if you have any information. The Sauk County Humane Society is asking people to help a dog that was found abused on the side of a highway.
He is undergoing surgery as we speak, but they do expect him to make it through. Jamie Perez joins us now with more on what happened to him. Jamie?
Well, this is really a heartbreaking story. Jerry, who you see here, was found on Highway 12 about 5 miles from the Sauk County Humane Society. They found him in pretty bad shape, so please be mindful that there will be some pictures that you're about to see that are hard to look at as you hear what happened to him.
This small 9-pound bundle of love was found abandoned and abused along Highway 12. Vets named him Jerry. They think he's about 8 to 10 years old. When Jerry was found, he had a broken jaw and a major dental infection.
This neglect clearly didn't happen overnight.
Dana Madison is the executive director of the Sauk County Humane Society. She said when she heard Jerry's story, her heart tore into pieces. She said the Humane Society got a call about a dog that was left on the side of the road.
They didn't call us right away. They waited at least 24 hours, but sadly the dog was still on the side of the road waiting for the car to come back.
Madison said the caller told them this all happened at night, so they couldn't get a good description of the car or the person who did this.
So all they saw was the car slow down. It didn't even stop. It just slowed down. They opened the car door and threw the dog out onto the street. This is extremely upsetting for us because we are an open admission shelter, which means that we will take any animal, anytime, any condition, under any circumstances. We don't charge a surrender fee. We don't force people to set up appointments to bring in animals. And this dog was dumped less than 5 miles away from our shelter. So what made it especially horrible was it didn't have to happen.
Jerry is now in surgery at UW Vet Care. They say most of his teeth will need to be removed because they're so badly infected and fur is so entangled in some of his teeth that most will have to come out. But they do think Jerry will be okay once he leaves, and in several weeks to a couple of months, he will be in need of a loving home.
If you would like to help cover Jerry's medical costs, you can donate by heading over to sauchumane.org. Any money that exceeds the cost of his medical bills will be used to help other animals that need help in the future.
That's unbelievable.
It's heartbreaking.
We know that Jerry will find a home.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that'll take long.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Still ahead tonight, a Madison restaurant takes home the award for Best Cheese Curds in Wisconsin. We'll tell you who it is.
You can probably guess. And the Father's Day weekend is just about here. We will let you know if the weather will hold up. Your forecast when we come back. American Family Insurance is reintroducing native Wisconsin prairie plants around its headquarters.
The company says it's part of their sustainable land management plan. Crews are out digging up the 15 acres of land today and replanting the area around the AmFam headquarters on Madison's northeast side. This is a multi-year process where they plan to reintroduce 80 species of native plants.
USA Today has confirmed what many of us already know. Madison is one of the best places in the country for cheese curds, probably the best, but you know, Minnesotans, just plug your ears. The Old Fashioned on the Square topped the list for best curds in Wisconsin, according to the survey. A number of Madison area places were nominated, and Curd Girl, that's a food cart specializing in cheese curds, took second place.
Yeah, we hoovered those cheese curds.
I know, there were
right when they came into the newsroom. And Dave Caulfield joins us now from Waunakee with a look at our forecast.
Well, Charlotte and Danica, I'll tell you, it's an old-fashioned windy day out here in Waunakee. It's a good thing that these homes that are part of the 2019 Parade of Homes are so well constructed. They're not going anywhere in the wind. We've seen hats being blown everywhere, jackets flying all which way. So you still have a couple of hours. Hopefully the rain stays away to catch these homes in 8 locations across Dane County. We'll talk more about the event in just a little bit, but first let's get to the weather. So this weekend we have rain chances and storm chances kind of scattered throughout the next couple of days. Breezy tonight. It remains breezy and windy. Then as we head into tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms become more likely. Now on Sunday, I do think we'll see a mostly dry Father's Day. As we get into the afternoon and evening, we should start to see that activity wind down. Some very light showers south of Madison making their way into southwestern Wisconsin, so you may need that umbrella for about 15 minutes or so. I do think these showers are going to miss us in Waunakee, so that is good news if you're still thinking of coming out over the next couple of hours to the Parade of Homes. Doppler track overall showing much of that activity, as promised, stayed to the north of Dane County, but that won't be the case as we head into tomorrow. I think as that front moves south, we'll also see the activity move south as well. It's been windy no matter where you look today. 35 to 45 miles per hour, those wind gusts at times, and it's felt like that here at Kilkenny Farms in Waunakee with all this open land, but also these really nice houses as well have helped to block that wind at times. Platteville on our Queen Bee Radio Skycam looking at mostly cloudy skies. Some rain rolling through there within the last 15 minutes. Nothing too heavy, very light showers in fact. And in Madison, we're also looking at mostly cloudy skies on the WISC-TV Skycam. The almanac for today, helped by that sunshine and strong southerly wind, we did get into the upper 70s and low 80s across southern Wisconsin. 77 the high in Madison. Started off once again on a cool note with a low of 48 degrees. Temperatures right now are in the mid 70s across southern Wisconsin, and we'll be looking for those temps to dip into the 60s and right around 60 for an overnight low. High temperatures over the next week, and we can change or so. We're looking at things staying a little bit below normal. In fact, we should be right around 80 degrees this time of year. I'm just not seeing that. I think we're staying in the 70s and 60s for the foreseeable future. Tonight we're in the 50s with the chance of thunderstorms increasing as we head into tomorrow. I think we will touch 70 briefly before that cold front moves through, and then the chances for showers and thunderstorms basically throughout much of the day. So have that umbrella at the ready, kind of like wands at the ready in Harry Potter. So future track looking at the activity starting to increase, the rain and storm activity as we head into portions of Saturday. I really think by the time we get to the evening hours, that's our highest chance of seeing some downpours, maybe some gusty winds, although we've been dealing with the gusty winds for much of today. Quick look at that 10-day forecast where we can see things are a little bit cooler than normal, but dry weather looks to last from Father's Day afternoon through Tuesday before rain and showers set up once again on Wednesday. So we are here in Waunakee, and lots of folks are here. Still have a couple of hours to enjoy and take a look around at the latest in construction and meet area builders as well. So the admission for the Parade of Homes, $15. Seniors and kids 5 and up are $5, and there's no parking fee. Tonight until 8 p.m. is when this event is being held, and Saturday and Sunday the hours are 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and this runs until the 23rd, which is next Sunday, and it gives you a chance to see 28 newly constructed homes in 8 sought-after sites around Dane County. Also, tomorrow is Veterans Appreciation Day, so there's a lot of stuff for veterans and active military members, and especially here at the Kilkenny Farms site in Waunakee. There will be some Porsches here, I'm being promised, and also some veterans groups selling their merchandise, and a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. And so come on out if you get the chance. Hopefully we can avoid those showers and storms as we head into tomorrow.
A Badger hockey recruit broke the hearts of the Sun Prairie baseball team in the state championship game. We'll hear from Sam Stang in sports. At the WIA States Girls Soccer Tournament, Waunakee is the only local team playing today. The Warriors face Muskego in the Division I semifinals at Eline Soccer Park in Milwaukee. Muskego gets to jump with 2 goals in the first 62 minutes. Heather Blair and Jackie Jarrus score, and Waunakee's in a spot of trouble, down 2-0. 81st minute, though, a glimmer of hope. Sarah McLaughlin scores on a penalty kick, her 25th goal of the season, but that's as close as the Warriors would get. Muskego wins 2-1. 2 local teams will be playing for state soccer championships tomorrow against 2 of the most successful soccer programs in the state. Edgewood against Catholic Memorial in the Division III final at 11 tomorrow morning, while Oregon faces Whitefish Bay in the Division II championship. That's at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon in Milwaukee. The local teams came up just short of a championship at the state baseball tournament in Grand Chute that ended last night. And what an ending it was. Sun Prairie was leading Eau Claire North 4-2 in the 6th inning in the Division I championship when Wisconsin Badger hockey recruit Sam Stang batted with 2 on, and he hit one of the most memorable home runs in tournament history. Not only did he hit it over 400 feet onto the roof of that gazebo over the right field fence, It also won the game and the state championship 5-4. A great day for the future Badger, Sam Stang, but for Sun Prairie, not so much.
I mean, I guess I wasn't really looking for anything, just sitting on the fastball, and I think he left a changeup up, so glad I jumped on it.
I mean, coming in the game, we weren't cocky or anything, but we felt we had a pretty good shot at winning, and it just didn't work out. I mean, we hit some balls hard, and they caught them, and it's just unbelievable how it's going down.
Justin Rose has the lead as they're nearing the end of the second round at the U.S. Open Golf Championship at Pebble Beach. Rose shoots 1 under 70 today. He's 7 under par, 2 shots ahead of 5 players. Brooks Koepka right there for the weekend. He's 4 under par. Tiger Woods was doing all right till he bogeyed his last 2 holes today, so he's even par for the tournament. FIFA Women's World Cup in France, England and Argentina. England was 11 for 11 in penalty kicks all time in the World Cup. Until now, they're 11 of 12. Correa makes the save, but England has a beautiful run down the pitch in the 62nd minute. Beth Mead to Jodie Taylor. England makes the round of 16 with a 1-0 win over Argentina. Italy beat Jamaica 5-0. Japan 2, Scotland 1. The United States next game, Sunday, 11 a.m. against Chile. The Brewers continue their road trip tonight. They're in San Francisco to play the Giants just after 9 o'clock. Zach Davies gets the start for the Brewers. And terrible news on Golden State Warriors guard Klay Thompson. He landed awkwardly on his left leg driving to the basket in Game 6 of the NBA Finals tonight. Today they announced Thompson has a torn ACL on his left knee, could be out as long as 9 months. The Raptors won Game 6 and the NBA Championship, 114-110, stopping the Warriors from a 3rd straight NBA title. We the North.
Yeah, that whole stadium, though, just gasped when that happened yesterday. Yeah. Whew.
Thank you, Jay.
You bet.
Chris is here with the final check.
Yeah, we're watching the clouds increase tonight. Temperatures are still fairly mild, but the threat for showers and thunderstorms will be on the increase overnight and into tomorrow. The good news is we dry out in time for Father's Day.
All right. We'll see you at 10.